Hi, my name is Jennifer Pereira, and I'm an artist from Northern Ontario. And I'm just checking in to introduce a new project that I'm going to be working on. So I recently went to see my dad, and he had held on to these portraits. They were a study that I did while I was in university. So I was very much in an explorative learning stage of my career as an artist. It's one of the only times I ever gridded a piece, and he asked me to do a restoration because the pencil marks from the grid are showing through on the pieces. So that's going to be what I'm going to be filming for the next little while, and then I'll make a follow-up video to let you guys know how the process went. This piece is obviously done in realism style, so the first step in the restoration will be just cleaning off the canvas, just from dust and debris that have accumulated over the last 10 years. And because it's oil, I can do that pretty safely. It's oil on canvas. And then this piece here, again, there are a few spots where the grid shows through, but it's really just where the paint was applied in a more, a thinner, with more media, like more oil in there and less pigment. But my dad's not so much interested in the restoration of this one, so this one might be more fun for me, where I get to kind of play with colors. Seeing these pieces after not seeing them for over a decade, it was kind of interesting to me because my style has sort of aligned itself somewhere in the middle, between the color use of very emotionally charged impressionistic application of paints and the realism style. So it was really fun for me to kind of take on this restoration project, knowing that my style now was sort of informed by exploring both. The last thing I wanted to mention was how I'm going to go about doing the restoration. So this was work done based on a photograph that my mom took of my dad. And of course, this was again over 10 years ago, probably closer to 15. So he doesn't look exactly the same. So I think what I'm going to do is take a photograph of this piece and then get my palette going with all of my colors all at once, and then rework this piece. Because to have a proper restoration which eliminates the pencil work, I do have to apply the paint quite thick, which means I'm going to have to essentially repaint the whole thing. So I'm going to cover this and start again with a thicker paint application, somewhat more like this paint application, more impasto, but with the skin tones as they were done in the original. So hopefully I'll be able to check in with a couple videos as I go, but for sure we're going to get an end one and let you know how that went, and hopefully it can be a learning process for everyone. So that's it for now.